Welcome back. This is video 3, and this is Kelly with Halitassiva Consulting. Alright, so we left off right at Why Choose DVC page, so it's where we're going to pick back up, okay? So here we're on the front end. Let's go find it on the back end. So it's about us. We scroll down, we got Why Choose DVC. Again, we'll scroll down to the Divi Builder area. We have a header and a slider. Okay, so we've got our header. We know how to use this. This is a little new. Because it's a lot, might make you think it's a little different. It's not. And then we have the slider area here, right? So we're going to go over here. We have the header, 3 little lines. Why choose DVC? There's our heading right there. And then the secondary subheading. It's just more content. You can edit this, whatever it can be, as long as you want, and it's just going to put it here, right? So we're good. We changed it. Then we have our slider. Now the only other slider that we've seen so far is the home page, and this is where I was telling you the difference. If we go back to the home page, this is the full width background image, right? But this is, hold on a second. My computer's picking up. Okay, so why choose DVC? So 3 little lines. Okay, so the difference is here is this is not this whole full width. We have this beige color, right? So but we just have this little box of an image. That is the difference in the background slider and the image slider. Okay, so we have a caring team, which is right here. We have the cute people with the corgis. And this one is upset, as corgis usually are, trying to boss people around. So if we go in here, we have caring team, 3 little lines. So we have a heading of caring team. Okay, caring team. And then the button text is meet the team. Yep, there it is. That makes sense. The button URL, this is where you want the button to take them, right? And then the background color is this color here. Then we have the slide image. So you still have access to the background image, okay? They're down here, but you don't want to deal with those. All we want is a slide image here, because that's going to give you these in a little box, and that's how this one was set up. So again, upload an image. We're familiar with this. We don't have to go over that again, but that's where you would change it. Okay. Then we have some content. Our caring team loves animals and more. It's down here in this content area. Our caring team loves animals. All right. So you change this, same as anywhere else that you're familiar with how all of this works. You click save. And you're good. All of these act exactly the same, so you're good to go there. Okay, and then we have our veterinarians page. Okay, here's everybody listed, right? I got a video. So we're going to go back to manage pages. We have our veterinarians. This is the main page. We slide down to this purple area. We have header. We're comfortable with how this works by now. We have sidebar. Comfortable with how this works by now, right? Make a little change. You don't have to worry about this. Okay. Then we have image and text for each doctor, right? So each doctor, Dr. Steve, Dr. Joe, Dr. Elizabeth, Dr. Amy, they're all here. They're all labeled. So we click 3 little lines. We have title, Dr. Steve Airy. Here we go. The URL. Each of them have their own page with full bio, so that's where they're going, right? And they have an image. We're familiar with how to change his image. You'd upload it here, okay? Then we have a little content, right? So this is a little different, okay? So we have like a little teaser here, and then we have, basically a read more idea. So they click it, they want to know more about him, and they click this button. Everybody's set up exactly the same way, right? So here you can change this, but then we haven't seen a link yet. But I'm sure you're pretty familiar in how you use your email and how this would work. So we have an insert edit link, and we have a remove link. So here's the link that we're sitting to. So we go there, right? We know that's exactly where it wants to go. So for whatever reason, say something happened and the link was broken, or you wanted to remove the link, you click this remove link button. See? It's no longer blue. But we actually want it to link there, right? So we highlight what we want to turn to a link. We click that. We paste in or type in whatever URL that we want it to go to. We click add link. Boom. Done. Easy. So we've made some changes. We're going to save and exit. We'll make sure we update. Now each one of the doctors act exactly the same. Okay. So then we have this video. It's YouTube video down here. So here it is, video here. Now what you would do here, this is a little different because you have to plug in the code, but you have this visual and this text. Visual is how it looks, text is code, so go to text. If you go to YouTube and you want to share a video, you click share, then you click embed, and it gives you an iframe. You could just replace it right here. You just delete this and paste whatever it is, whatever YouTube spits out at you right here, and it'll change it for you. So close this. We didn't change anything. Alright, so we're gonna see. So the veterinarians have their full bio page, right? So we're talking about Steve here. Click here, and he has his own page. So we're gonna go to manage pages, and all of the veterinarians have their own page, by the way. It's not just him. But we're gonna use him as an example. So here's Dr. Harry. Click on his page. We're familiar with the header, right? Header, subtext. And then we have this content here with an image. Now, if this happens, if you come here and you see all of this and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Just click here. So you're on text view. Just make sure you go back to visual. You're like, oh, okay, there we go. No need to get scared. So we have this image, which we talked about how to do. You can remove it. You can add more, which brings up this. And then you just change content here. If you're making changes, save and exit. Make sure you update. Now, all of them act that way. All of these pages, so hers would be Dr. Joe's exactly the same. See, we have header, image, content. So we don't need to go over all of those. Let's go to our team. Okay, so here we have the header. We have a sidebar on the left here, but then we have our management team, our client relations specialists, and our veterinary technicians. See, there's a lot of people on here. But if you notice, they're all the same. They all look the same here, which means they're the same type of thing. Which means it's going to be, once you learn how to do one of them, you got all of them. So our team. This is going to work similarly to the way the veterinarians did, where they linked through to more content. Yeah, see, read full bio. So we have our header. We're comfortable with our header. We're comfortable with our sidebar, right? This is kind of new, but it really just acts kind of like the header. So we click these three little lines. The only thing you would ever need to change is this and a background color. That's all. So we have Darlena. We have title, which is her name. The URL, so she has her own individual page, just like the veterinarians did. Okay, to where their full bio, and then the content, or her image, right? And then the content with the link to read full bio. So we just went over how to do all of that kind of stuff, so we should be good to go here, which means that all of these act the same. And this header act exactly like this header. See, not so complicated. This seems like a lot, but it's really fairly easy. So in case we made any changes, make sure we update. Go back to manage pages. We're going to hospital tour. Here we have header, we have a slider, we've got another header and some videos. Alright. Now here's a little different because we have a slide image and a background image. Okay? So we're going to go in here, see all these pages. So we have hospital tour. Header, we're good with. Header, we're good with. Alright, even though there's another one that still acts excuse me, it still acts exactly the same. And then we should be familiar with this slider now. Click the three little lines. So we have a new slide. This is the main one, right? First one here. So we have a background image. Comfortable with that. But then we also have a slide image, which is the front sign, okay? So we see that we have the background image, which is the whole building, and then the slide image is the like the main sign. Yeah? They all act that way. Pretty straightforward. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of them, and they're going to act exactly the same as this. You don't need to change anything else but this background image and this slide image. And we're familiar with how that works. Okay? do payment options. This is straightforward. We have our header here and our sidebar, and then our different payment options, which are pretty much just images. So we go back over here, go down, payment options. Alright, so we got our header, we're familiar with that. I'm making a change, don't mind me. And then from here we have care credit, okay. Image, text, care credit, click 3 little lines. We have title, yeah, title here. The URL of where you want it to go, so that's to your individualized care credit portal. And then the image, yeah, which this is what we're familiar with. That's it. The others act exactly the same, other than the fact that they don't have the text. So we have title, cash, and we have an image. And the rest of these act exactly the same way. So now we're at our services. Alright, so these are just linking to the page. So let's just dive into sick animals. It's pretty straightforward. We have our header here, we have some content, we have an image. So we're going to go back to manage pages. Just to make it a little easier, I'm just going to condense that. Yeah, so now we're in our services. We have sick animals. Scroll down a little bit, we have our header, we'll go with that. We're good with the sidebar, right? And then in here, okay, so we have image, we know how to do this, we know how to do text. So we're fine. And I'm pretty sure they're all like that. Hospitalization's gonna be exactly the same. Surgery. It's got a little bit different here. You know how to use these, but let's go look at them. So this is surgery. So we go back to manage pages. Oops, click something. There we go. There we go. So we know how to do these 3 things, yeah? So we have these 6 here, which are these 6 here. Canine surgical release, 3 little lines. We have title. We have title. We have the link to where you want it to go. So it's linking to that form. You use an icon, you select an icon, icon color, and that's it. So all you've got is the title, the URL, and the icon. And the rest of these act that way. So title, URL, and if you choose to change the icon. The rest of these act that's exactly the same way. Radiology, looks like it acts the same. Laboratory just has a little more, but acts exactly the same, just text and images. Endoscopy, same thing. ACL repair is just content. And TTA for ACL rupture, just content. Medications, just content. So you're good. Okay, and this is a good stop in place, so I'm going to end this video here and get ready for video 3, okay?